What's up, folks? Oh, alright. This thing gets stuck. It gets stuck. Bone broth, son. Bone broth. So today is day 3 of going keto or ketogenic or low carb or whatever the fuck you want to call it. There it is. There's the sun. And I gotta say, things are going so far so good. Here's the truth. The truth is, I'm pretty much keto Monday through Friday anyway, so it's not really a big deal. It's not really this big accomplishment that I'm going through, because I kind of regularly do it on a regular basis. But then I'm like, because then I'm not really committed, I'll have a beer or something, right? So I'll fuck it up sometimes. But for the most part, Monday through Friday isn't a problem. It's the weekends. It's the stinking weekends. So that's when my challenge is gonna. I could get in a crash right now. That's when my challenge is gonna come. It's come Saturday morning, where I would usually go to the gluten-free bakery and just load up on treats, or I would go to get tacos, or I would go get gluten-free pizza. I'm just gonna have to keep trucking on. That's when it's gonna get tough. But if I can make it through those 2 days, the rest of the times, the rest of the week is a piece of cake. If I can make it through those 2, he's licking the back again. The moisture. Hey, what are you licking over there? I saw you. Anyway, so I want to. So what did I eat? Let's talk about what I ate yesterday. Because I started talking about what I ate yesterday, and I got cut off. I lost my thing because I talked about broth. But what did I eat yesterday? Broth in the morning. It was good. It was delicious. And then, some nuts. I got 2 packages of nuts, a mixture of nuts, and then macadamia nuts, and I mixed those together, and those were good. Very careful, hyperpalatability. Those. Sometimes you'll eat something that's super. Basically, the word that comes to mind is fun. It's fun. They're salty. They're crunchy. Crunchy is a key thing here, right? You just the crunch. You're like, You just keep eating, even though you're full, right? Hyperpalatable foods or domino foods. Like you eat one, that leads to the next, to the next, and the next. So you gotta be careful with those. Mine are definitely macadamia nuts. I could eat an entire package and not even be thinking about it. But if I'm aware that I'm eating one of my domino foods, I can put them away, eat some, be satisfied, put them away, and save a lot of money, because those aren't cheap. And well, here's the thing. After I had my bone broth with added butter and added walnut oil, and then I had some macadamia or a bit of a nut mixture. Macadamia nuts, I think, have the highest amount of fat. That's why I choose to eat those. Walnuts are the best, but let's face it, they're gross. They don't taste good unless they're in chocolate chip cookies. Walnuts don't taste good, okay? So I don't eat walnuts as much as I should. Sometimes I take the walnuts and I put them in a bag with macadamia nuts and mix it up, so I'm tricking myself. and cashews in there. I'm like, I'm gonna eat walnuts and not even. I'm gonna trick myself. Well, guess what? I like instinctively go in there and in the bag and pull out like a cashew and eat it. I avoid the walnuts. They're so good for you. Who cares? They don't taste good. Not to me, anyways. Unless they're in chocolate chip cookies. Even then, I prefer my chocolate chip cookies without. I had some veggies left over that I was gonna cook. Probably scramble it with some eggs. But I saw these grass-fed lamb chops. Like, you know, like pork shoulder. Pork shoulders are really just big things, and then they slice them and make pork steaks. Well, they're doing these with these lamb. There's lamb shoulder, but they're slicing them into steaks. Bone in, salt and pepper, grilled it up, and I wasn't hungry very much, so I didn't cook all my vegetables too. I just cooked these 2 little steaks, grilled them over the fire, and ate them with my hands. That was last night's dinner. That was yesterday. That was good. Today, I might go get the eggs. Pastured eggs. They're expensive, but you know what? When you buy this quality food, you need less of it. Right? You need less of it because it's so high in nutrients. Your body's like, oh, I'm good. I'm done. No need to. This is one of the reasons why you eat an entire box of Krispy Kremes, because your body's like, I need nutrients and there's none in this, so there's very little in this, so give me as much as I can get. And then Krispy Kreme, wash it with coffee. So what happens when you eat a nutrient-dense food? Your body's like, oh, we're good. We've got enough. We'll let you know when we want more. One of the steps of my program is listen to your body. I always say listen to your body. Is eat when you're hungry, not when it's time. Right? You gotta listen to your body. Eat when you're hungry, not when it's time. Just because it's noon doesn't mean, oh, hey, I should eat a meal. No. Eat when you're hungry. Your body will tell you. That's what it's for. It's to tell you. It's a one machine. It all works together. Everything. It's perfect. Flawless design. What else? Oh, yeah. So appetite. So, I'm already seeing my appetite dropping, and I always do notice that whenever I eat good food. So it's hard for me to think, man, should I really not eat dinner? I'm not hungry. And sometimes I cook something anyway. So yesterday I wasn't real hungry, but I cooked those lamb steaks anyways. That's what you're gonna see if you ever do this. You're gonna be perplexed, like, why the fuck aren't I hungry? Like, it's 6 o'clock. It's dinner time, isn't it? I should be hungry, but you're not, because your body's like content. Your body has enough fuel, enough nutrients. It feels good. Somebody mentioned their brain fog. I started commenting on I saw other people starting keto around the same time, and it's really cool. Somebody mentioned brain fog, and I've always talked about eating this way and written books about eating this way. I've always listed the benefits, right? You're gonna lose weight, you're gonna have energy, you're gonna clear your skin condition, you're gonna lose your brain fog, you're gonna think more clearly. And I always said brain fog, like, oh, you're gonna get rid of your brain fog. And I never really realized if I never experienced that. Like, I always felt like, well, other people say it, so it must be true, but it's not anything I experienced. I never experienced this clarity, like, oh my God, I'm so... Then I went, I was in Mexico this year, and trying to eat keto, much less primitive, grain-free, that's almost forget it. It's difficult. So I was mainly like, fucking forget it. I'm going off, and I'm gonna write about it. Right? I'm gonna stop eating what I call primitive eating, what most people call paleo. I'm gonna stop primitive eating and just eat whatever I want, and this will give me an opportunity to write about it. That was my excuse, was I was gonna write an article about it, which I did. And one of the things I wrote in the article was that I had the reverse effect of brain fog, right? You eat clean, you remove this brain fog. I never noticed the brain fog being removed. But when I started eating shitty for a long period of time, while I was in Mexico, I started noticing that it was coming on. I was like blinking my eyes and thinking, and it really did feel as if I was looking through a haze. And like, sometimes you don't notice the effects of something good that you do, right? Something good. So let's say like omitting something out of your diet. You don't notice the effects that it has on you. But when you reintroduce it, that's when you see it. That's when you see what's going on. Woo! Long time ago on Survivor, this guy had to quit smoking because they didn't have cigarettes. He quit smoking. He was a smoker, regular smoker. You know him. And when he came across a village or some guys, he's like, "Oh man, can I have a cigarette?" And he took a puff of cigarette. Probably took a few puffs, and felt horrible. And his words were, I'll never forget this because I've always remembered things that I can use when I talk. And he was like, I've never realized how bad that actually makes me feel. Right? It got out of his system. He didn't notice how good he felt with it being out of his system, but he did notice how bad it felt to reintroduce it. And that's what happened to me when I was in Mexico and I was eating all these shitty foods, which are quite tasty, but eating all these crappy foods on a regular basis, a lot of things happened to me. Experiencing brain fog was one of them. I'm almost out of time. Real quick, is keto good for weight loss? Yes. Is that why I'm doing it? No. I want to feel better. I haven't been feeling it. I've always been able to say I like feel the best I have in my life. Within the past, since 2011, I've been able to say I'm in the best shape of my life. I feel the best I ever have in my life. And right now I don't feel like that. And I want to feel that again. And I know that it has everything to do with the food that I'm eating, the treats, all the little things that I think that this will be all right. Well, all those little things add up. And then I get the fuck it mindset. Fuck it. I already had a beer. Fuck it. Might as well have a burrito. Or might as well eat this whole package. Might as well. And so all these little things like, your cheat meal turns into cheat day, your cheat day turns into cheat weekend, your cheat weekend just turns into everyday life. Like cheat weekend starts on Friday, then a Thursday, and then it's just every day. So that's why I'm doing it, is to feel better. And I mean, I'm an extra large, and I lost enough weight to drop from a double X to an XL for the first time in my life. I've been a double X my entire adult life. I dropped to an XL in 2011, and I've been an XL ever since. So they're gonna cut me off. 15 minutes is happening right now.